Global shares rise, and Saudi Arabia may soon announce 2 new electric vehicle plants. You're watching the Daily Brief with Forbes. I'm Ramia Farrage. Global shares rose after notes from the U.S. Federal Reserve's meeting showed a strong likelihood it will approve 2 more half percentage point rate hikes in the months ahead. Wall Street ended higher as investors were heartened by the fact that policymakers at the Fed unanimously felt the U.S. economy was very strong as they grappled with reining in inflation without triggering a recession. MSCI's gauge of global stocks gained 0.7%. The Dow Jones closed 0.6% higher. The S&P closed 0.95% higher, and the Nasdaq closed 1.51% higher. Twitter shares were among those that ended the session on the up, gaining 5% as Elon Musk notified U.S. regulators that he'll rely less on loans in his bid to buy the social media giant. In a filing with the U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission, Musk said he would seek $13 billion in loans for the Twitter purchase instead of using nearly double that much debt as previously indicated. He and his partners will put $33.5 billion into the deal. And that brings us to today's Forbes RealTime Billionaires ranking, where in a sharp turn of events for Musk, he's our biggest winner, up $7.3 billion overnight with net wealth of $206 billion. Tech giants are also making a comeback, as our second biggest winner today is Jeff Bezos, gaining $2.7 billion overnight with net wealth of $132.5 billion. And our third place winner is Michael Dell, up $1.7 billion with net wealth of $53.4 billion. Check out our website and our social media for all of the latest Billionaires news. Closer to home, Saudi Arabia may launch 2 more electric vehicle assembly plants as EV maker Lucid begins construction on its first overseas facility in the kingdom. America's Lucid is more than 60% owned by Saudi's Public Investment Fund. Its Saudi plant is expected to produce more than 150,000 EVs a year upon completion. Saudi officials say they're in advanced discussions with other EV manufacturers to open plants in the kingdom and to follow in the footsteps of Lucid. The Egyptian economy grew 7.8% over the first 3 quarters of the fiscal year 2022 to 2023, compared with 1.9% over the same period a year earlier. The 9-month growth was driven by 62.8% growth in the restaurant and hospitality sector, followed by the telecom sector with 16.3% growth, the Suez Canal with 13% growth, transformative industries with 10.3% growth, and construction with 6.3% growth. Dubai-based crypto and blockchain educational platform Coinmarketpedia has received $2 million in a pre-seed fundraising round within just 4 months of operation. Coinmarketpedia says its goal is to democratize the knowledge of blockchain and demystify it for the general public. It aims to equip crypto and blockchain enthusiasts and investors with trading and crypto knowledge. The platform has so far onboarded over 70 instructors and offers a library of more than 160 on-demand courses. To China, where its Premier Li Keqiang has sounded an unusually stark warning about China's economy, saying business must return to normal as its zero-COVID strategy bites into growth. China is the last major economy under strict COVID curbs. Restrictions on dozens of cities in recent months have tangled supply chains and dragged economic indicators to their lowest levels in around 2 years. Staying in China, its Lenovo group posted a 6.8% rise in Q4 revenue, its slowest growth in 6 quarters. The lag comes as people shopped for fewer of its personal computers after months of strong pandemic demand. Revenue rose to $16.69 billion in the quarter from $15.63 billion a year earlier. And finally, the stars are out for the 75th edition of the Cannes Film Festival. A-list stars traveled over from Hollywood and around the world to climb the event's signature red steps, showing off their gorgeous suits and gowns. After being canceled in 2020 due to the pandemic, Cannes made a big comeback last year, and the stars are clearly once again ready to channel some extremely glamorous energy this year. I'm Ramia Farrage. This is the Daily Brief. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.